How's it going, everyone? Mask here, back with another Knights Chronicle video. Now, the huge patch has finished today, but I've yet to read the second half of what is actually coming with this patch. The specifics about the costumes and the badges, so I don't know anything about them yet. I'm about to look at them here with you live together. We got people here on Twitch to give their input as well. Going to go over to the community tab here, zoom in, and let's scroll down to the top of the costumes. We read about the hero spotlights for Dandy and Nikita. So notice Novice Knights Guide, costumes and badges. So, what? Honorable heroes, welcome to another Novice Knights Guide. Here you can learn about the costumes and badges that can change your battle style and look absolutely fabulous. This guide will show you how and where to get them and other facts. Enjoy. The costume shop is open. Oh dear. What is costumes? What is costume? Summary. When you equip costumes that can be acquired in the costume shop, you not only change the appearance of your hero, you also enhance their abilities, costume, and skill effect. With the addition of costumes, you can also equip badges with them to further increase their bonuses. When wearing the hero's costume that can be acquired in the costume shop, your hero's ability will improve through costume effects. Costumes can be purchased in the costume shop. Ooh. The costume shop is in the cash shop. That's where they're showing it. Don't be mistaken. This is the cash shop. Everything in this shop costs crystals or dollars. All right. I may be catching a whiff of some of your feelings now. I haven't read anything further than this. So this is all for the first time for me. So we have, looks like Morrigan, Rebecca, Mina, Mary, Electra, Rue, Karen, Ramu, Ruby, Amon, Ashley, Kane, and Nyx that all have costumes available. Let your heroes wear their costumes in hero costumes. Okay. Cool. Costume effect. Skill effect, leader skill, passive skill, active skill, secret agent Morrigan. Costumes also change skill animations. Interesting. Alright. Lena's tip, when you have a costume for your hero, you can equip it on as many duplicate heroes as you want. Example, when you have cleaning duty Rue, you can equip it to all of your duplicate Rues as well. Who has dupes, man? I mean, I guess I have a couple, but who has developed dupes? That's the crazy part. Heroes equipped with a costume can still evolve, level up, limit break, enhance as normal. However, they cannot be used as materials. If you sell your heroes, the costume will be unequipped. Okay. The hero's portrait will also change to the costume when worn. Original after equipped. Do we lose our border as well? Interesting. Probably not. Costumes are divided between normal and special costumes. Normal costumes will provide costume effect bonuses, while special costumes will also enhance the skills of the hero. So I think Morgan's is a special costume. That's what they've said. Normal and special costume effects increase the attack, defense, and HP of the hero. That's crazy. Skill effect being changed. Surge, Bloody Petal. Inflicts damage equal to blank of attack that ignores defense to an enemy. Chance to make the target blank for blank turns. Blank if the attack fails to kill the target. Inflicts damage equal to attack that ignores defense to one enemy. Chance to make the target, if the attack fails to kill the target, caster. If the attack fails to kill the target, caster blank for 2 turns. What? You honestly didn't tell me anything there. Special costumes further enhance the skills of a hero, changing their combat style. Example, Secret Agent Morrigan. Alina's tip, the hero appraisal for costumes are separated from the heroes themselves. You can write the various opinions about the costumes. Thank you for your feedback. You can check the hero's costume information through the hero costume information board here. How to use the costume. Enhance abilities through badges. You can earn badges from the costume badge dungeon for the costume that you have and further increase its ability. Gather badges in the special dungeon costume badge dungeon from monsters before they run away. You can enter the costume badge dungeon 5 times a day. It only let me enter it 3 times yesterday. I could have sworn, not 5. Yo, Nex, how's it going, buddy? You can equip 3 badges depending on the costume. Got you. Go to Heroes Badge, where you can manage your collected badges, equip them, complete your heroes, complete your heroes with costumes and badges. I hope you learned a lot. Okay, cool. So I fully understand the actual system itself now and what's going to be going on. Let's actually start looking at the costumes themselves. We got a sale, Knights Chronicle new packages details to take a quick glance at. Rebecca skill enhancement package. Rebecca, did you check out her Shaman Archer costume was newly added. If you would like to further develop the charming Rebecca, pay attention to the Rebecca skill enhancement package. 1,200 crystals, 6-star Rebecca times 5 to make Rebecca's skills more powerful. 4-star Enhancemon times SSR times 7. Now that's kind of dope. That is worth a ton, but how much is this package selling for? That's 7 max SSR Advent heroes, just like that. The necessary currency, 3 million gold is included. Rebecca skill enhancement package, but how much does it actually cost? That's the question. Only purchasable once. Oh god, Cloud says it's no thank you. Okay. You have to 6-star them? Okay, so it's just like getting an SSR Advent unit to drop. So that makes that package pretty meh. Unless you were planning on whaling anyway on the crystals, it's not something you go out of your way to get then. 6-star Enhancemon, 6-star Enhancemon, and an Insignia. Insignia selector, don't need those either. Not really a great package. We do have 6-star badge vouchers. Wow, this is going to be the only way to actually get 6-star badges right out of the gate is going to be getting them from this package, because I have run the badge dungeon a couple times now, and it's only dropping 3-star badges for me. For real. Yo, Joey Wheeler in the house. What's up, Unseen Nuke? I am doing great. Thanks for asking. The 6-star badge package, I'm only getting 3-star badges, so this is one of the only ways to get 6 stars now until they start to release the higher difficulties of the badge dungeon. We'll probably need the hell difficulty, similar to the runes, before they actually start dropping those 6 stars. So let's take a look at the next thing we got up here on this list. It's going to be a long review. So many things to look at. This is probably going back too far now. Or is it even? Oh yeah, 8. We're at like 9s, right? It's going to be unedited action. You guys have to sit through whatever these poor people had to sit through while I was streaming. Did I not click on the right thing? Okay, maybe we'll edit this part out. Proc that edit. The silence is how I figure out when I need to edit things. I think I needed to click on all posts, and that's not what I clicked on. There we go. Okay, so rune dungeon drop rate increase event. Do you need more runes? We got drop rate up during the event. Special dungeon rule drop rate will increase. Fantastic. Get on that when you have any spare stamina. All your stamina pots. Grind that rune dungeon. So important. I'm going to be grinding that so much. I did not mean to click on that. Okay, fantastic. Let's just kick us right out to the menu. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go back to the game. Event achievements. First event. Ooh, I always do like taking a quick look at these. Clear a badge dungeon 1 time. Daily missions. 10 crystals. 100,000 gold. Rune transformation. 10 crystals. 100,000 gold. Not totally happy to see that 3 daily missions gone. They're only giving us 20 crystals now from those daily missions. So they're nerfing our daily crystal income by 10. As per what we have had in the past. Electra evolution, Rue evolution, Rebecca ones. I kind of feel a little salty about this because I had I think I had a dupe Rebecca and Electra that I evolved earlier, so I'm missing out on those 20 free crystals because of that. And then of course we have some skill enhances on Verdandi, which is we've seen that on all the new release characters, kind of rewarding the people who are wailing out on them. Not a whole lot to see here. I wish there was an easy to use back button. All right, we're into the costume spotlights. The Shaman Archer Rebecca, which is a special costume. We can see how excited you are with the new costumes of our heroes. Today we will show you Rebecca in her Shaman Archer costume. The White Knight of Heldra Kingdom has become a beautiful maiden. Let's check out her costume and its details. Shaman Archer Rebecca. So Rebecca got a haircut. That's her hairstyle. It looks about it. When Rebecca's Shaman Archer is equipped, the following stats will increase 7% of everything. That's actually kind of nuts. And then 3 badge grooves. So you can get up to 3 badges in there. Normally she's increased light/fire allies multi-strike chance by 20%. Skill effect with the costume equipped becomes increased light allies attack by 40%. That's actually crazy. Skill 1 doesn't look like it's changed. Skill 2 goes from inflict damage equal to 120% of attack to a target and 2 adjacent enemies, to inflict damage equal to 120% of attack to a target, 2 adjacent enemies with a 70% chance to apply Judgmental Light that deals an additional damage equal to 200% of attacker's attack when attacked for 2 turns. So she gets Judgmental Light on herself with a 70% activation, and when she gets hit, she reflects 200% of the attacker's attack. Interesting. I do not choke. Inflicts penetration damage equal to 300% of attack to 1 target. Marks target for 2 turns. And then it becomes inflicts penetration damage equal to 300% of attack to 1 target. Marks target for 2 turns with a 100% chance for the caster to absorb damage for 1 turn. And it still keeps going. More bonuses. We got 100% chance to decrease all skills cooldown by 2 turns upon killing an enemy. Becomes 100% chance to decrease caster's skill cooldowns by 2 turns upon killing an enemy with a 100% chance to remove enemy's Veil of Phantasm at the start of the turn. So Rebecca removes all Veil of Phantasms on the enemy, 100% chance at the starting of her turn with this costume. And then she goes from 30% more damage when attacking a marked target to increased damage dealt by 50% when attacking marked targets with a 100% chance to decrease skill cooldown of skill 3 by 1 turn when the enemy affected by Judgmental Light is attacked. So actually, Judgmental Light applies to the enemy. That's, okay, so with that it actually marks the enemy with Judgmental Light, and when you attack that marked character, you deal an extra 200% of your attack to that target. That's pretty nuts. These costumes have given them a way to take these old stale characters and actually just make them so good they're pretty much totally relevant again. That's interesting. Let's check out the rest of the costumes. Whoa, that was fast. There's a lot of these. Wow. Costume spotlight. Dean of Students, Electra. We can see how excited you are with the new costumes of our heroes today. We have Fear Electra. Since she became a dean, it will be frustrating getting hurt by her. Check out her costume and its details. What? That's not Electra. Electra is some dragon lady. What is this? This is not... She loses her tail. She's, a dean? That doesn't really follow her own school dress code, clearly. When Electra's Dean of Students costume is equipped, she gets that standard 7% buff across all her skills. Blazing Touch looks pretty cool. That looks pretty much the same, just maybe a little bit more explosion. Skill 3. Pretty neat, pretty neat. I guess this isn't a special one. It only boosts her stats, makes her look a little different. Is not changing what her skills do, though. Okay, cool. Okay, costume spotlight, cleaning duty Rue. I mean, Rue was already on cleaning duty, so The Knight's Chronicle school was cleaned up by Rue in a rush. Do you ever wonder about her cleaning techniques? Let's check out her costume and details. So Rue became a school girl in a costume. Interesting. 7% buff, 3% badge grooves. Not a huge fan of this costume, actually. Clean up. Pretty much looks the same. The buff, I mean, one of my favorite moves in the game. Okay, maybe that part might be slightly different, and then she splashes the bucket, but all in all, I mean, 7% stat buff across all of Rue's stuff. How can you say no? That's kind of hard to pass up. Rue's being one of the strongest characters in the game currently. All right, we got Kendo Club Captain Ashley. Ashley getting a totally new look. Hardly recognize him. 7% buff across all stats. We got Dark Sword Skills. Black Fighting Spirit. Pretty much looks the same, but of course the thing in his hand looks different. It's a Kendo Club sword. Yeah, looks relatively the same. New look for Ashley. Ashley gets access to that 7% stat boost across the board. 7% is a lot. It really is. Like, a lot. It's not just 7% in one stat either. We got National Student President Kane. Kane getting access to that 7s across the board too. Looking sharp, professional with it. All right, Kane. 7% attack, defense, and HP. Kane would love that 7% attack boost. My Kane currently has like 8,600 attack. That 7% bonus is going to be, it would be 860 would be 10. 86 would be 1. So 860 minus 386 is somewhere in like the 650, 660 range. So he would be at like 9,400 attack. That's crazy. 9,200 anyhow. All right, Kane. Next up, we got... It looks like these normal ones, there's not really a whole lot to them. People are just getting bonus stats and a new look. So here's Amon, private school president. Totally looks like one too. Got his claws. What a charisma spurt. Amon, a natural born leader since he's the president of student council. What does it feel like to be a part of the student council? It clearly feels like this. I don't know. I got nothing. 7% attack, defense, and HP. Amon going to absolutely love those stats. Not to mention access to the 3 badges. You're getting a 777% boost across the board and access to 3 badges, which is crazy. Exactly. More than 7% boost. It's pretty nuts. I have to look at the... we'll be taking a much closer look at badges. We have After School Club Nyx, private school president Amon, costume spotlight. Nyx getting that sweet 7% across the board. Still missing an eye though. A little more like conservative in the costume. Kind of just looks like this. This just looks like Nyx probably 2 or 3 years ago before she got into a bad accident, you know. 7% attack across the board. 3 badge grooves. We haven't seen a costume without 3 badge grooves yet, have we? So I feel like that's pretty standard. They're like up to 3 depending on the costume. All right, here we go. Costume spotlight, Devil Girl Mary special. This is a special costume, which means there's going to be some huge crap going down here. Devil Girl Mary. Horns on a hat? Come on. Hardly a Devil Girl. When Mary's Devil Girl costume is equipped, the following stats will increase. 7s across the board, 3 badge grooves. Spiritual Dominance, leader skill based on 6-star stat. Dark Water allies, 20%, maintains the same. First skill, not changing. Her second skill, which inflicts damage equal to 110% of attack to 3 targets with a 35% chance to decrease their recovery amount by 100% for 3 turns. 50% chance to silence them for 2 turns if the target is cursed. becomes inflicts damage equal to 110% of attack to 3 targets. 35% chance to decrease the recovery by 100% for 3 turns. Yep. 70% chance to silence target for 2 turns if they have any debuffs. So the silence jumps to 70% with any debuffs at all, not just cursed. That is crazy. Wow. That's not okay. It's so much of a buff. I'm terrified as to what we're actually going to have to do to get these costumes. That's the only thing I have not looked at yet. And they're looking so influential that it's just like, I know they're in the cash shop. That's where I saw costumes. Oh god, this is gonna be bad. That's why I've been hearing so many. I've not seen many people be that. Inflicts damage equal to 120% of attack to all enemies. 35% chance to make 3 targets unable to revive for 1 turn. 35%. Yep. And then inflicts 20% additional damage if the target's HP is 50% or higher. All right, 20% additional damage on skill 3, but both passives are getting buffed. Restores caster's HP by 10% each time an enemy or an ally dies. Also increase the caster's attack by 10% for 2 turns, stacks up to 5 times. HP by 30% upon death or revival of an enemy or ally. Whoa, enemy or ally, and a 30% attack boost for 2 turns, stacking twice. That is nuts. She's getting access to that 60%, that 60% buff. Then we have Spirit Summoning passive. She'll get access to the 60% buff often. That is pretty crazy. That's a huge Mary buff. Spirit Summoning passive, available as a level 60 hero talent. Revives 1 time with 30% HP upon death and resets the cooldown of all skills. Caster is afflicted with Curse of Spirit, calling upon revival and dies again in 2 turns, only once per battle. Caster gains revive unavailable immunity for 5 turns at the start of the wave. Wow, that's nuts. So she's not so nobody can counter her. She revives with 80% HP instead of 30. Resets all skill cooldowns upon death. Applies concentrated power to increase damage dealt by skill 3 by 50% for 2 turns. And doesn't die from Curse of Spirit? Holy crap! Are you kidding me? Revive unavailable immunity for 5 turns. 80% revive. All skilled cooldowns are reset upon death. Applies concentrated power to increase damage dealt by skill 3 by 50%. That's not okay. That's such a buff. That is actually crazy. Holy smokes. That's too much of a buff. If it takes 2,000 crystals, to get a new hero when they release a new hero. That buff they're giving Mary is pretty much a brand new hero. So I'm scared that they're going to value that damn near the cost of a new hero, like 2,000 crystals. What do we got here? Mina. I totally like Mina's regular skin better than this, look-wise. There's one of the other things about these costumes is because they're buffing your character, they're not giving you a choice on how your character looks. It's equip this costume to your character and make them look different, perhaps not better if you don't like it, because you can't not get this 7% boost. Like, that's just not possible. We have Foxfire, Heart Attack, Twin Stars. Is Mina really a bad girl in this costume? She must have broken some rules with all her cute accessories attached to her uniform. What? He broke rules because there's pins on her uniform? There must be something I don't know about that. Moving on, we have Soccer Manager Karen. Oof. I like Karen. I like Karen's look. I do. Klutzy Waitress though. Klutzy Waitress though. I don't want to give up Klutzy Waitress. Ah! She's adorable, but still, Klutzy Waitress is so much better. 7%, 7%, 7%. 3 badge grooves. Now she's Klutzy Water Girl. But she's Soccer Manager, so she's like Klutzy Soccer Manager. Nice. Nice. That's a lovely lunchbox provided by our soccer manager. You know what? They did a good job with this costume, and the stuff actually looks different. There was some thought put into it. But klutzy waitress Karen, I will miss you. Hot-blooded leader Ruby. Ruby Roundhouse, people. All right. Oh, no problem. I absolutely am making a video. This is, look at this. Tell me this doesn't look like Ruby Roundhouse. Hot-blooded leader Ruby. Here we got her. What's with the school? Is it back to school time? And so everyone just has to be wearing a school outfit? Like, come on. You're gonna put a roundhouse kick boxer in a skirt. I am not a fan of this. I'm really not a fan of this skin at all. I like the other Lulden. I mean, yeah. LOL. I like her normal skin way better than this. I do. Oh dear. Okay, so hot-blooded leader. Ruby, who cannot stand injustice, has come back as a leader. She and her cute chick are ready to save her classmates who are being bullied. The animations for the skills have been placed upon like a school background now. All right, let's go back in. Take a look at the next one. We have cool-headed class rep Ramu. Oh, Ramu. You know what? Oof. Instantly, this right here is giving me Ruby, the anime from Rooster Teeth. It gives me this weird Ruby flashback. Just the hood sort of reminds me of it. So instantly, I'm on board. I want my Ramu looking like this. We can see how excited you are with the new costume. Ramu looks cute as the cool-headed class rep, despite having a big responsibility. What costume would you like to wear so far? Check out her costume and its details. Cool-headed class rep Ramu. 7% boost across the board. I do love my Ramu, so I'm going ham on her for sure. Basically, everyone, though. Everybody in Knights Chronicle has went to school, and they all have school costumes now. Cool-headed class rep Ramu. Now, here is the terrifying one. How Morrigan, it's a special skin, meaning she's getting some crazy upgrades. Honorable heroes, we can see how excited you are with the new costumes of our heroes. Today we'll show you the Morrigan in her secret agent costume. Secret Agent Morrigan. Got some horns on the hat here. Looking pretty badass overall. I'm not too disappointed. When Morrigan's secret agent costume is equipped, following stats will increase 7% across the board. Oh my gosh, giving Morrigan more buffs. That's just insane. You guys kill me. Her leader skill stays the same. Skill 1 inflicts damage equal to 100% of attack to one enemy. 35% chance to cause bleeding for 30% of attack for 2 turns. Staying 100% to one target. 35% chance to cause bleeding equal to 30% of attack for 2 turns. And then the rest of this is being added. When caster is under shadow status, 100% chance to apply 2 stacks of ebony wound to deal additional damage equal to 30% of attack for 3 turns. Stacks up to 10 times. Ebony Wound is Ashley's current debuff that he applies. Inflicts damage equal to 100%. Nothing changes on skill 2, but still the buff removing cleave. Her ultimate, skill 3, is getting a buff. 300% of attack that ignores defense to one enemy. 60% chance to make that target unable to be revived for 2 turns. Decrease the cooldown of skill 3 by 2 turns if the attack fails to kill the target. So, everything stays the same. Caster hides for 2 turns if the attack kills the target. Damn. Whew. Yo, how's it going, Darly? Whoa, I'm Darly coming in with that 22-person raid. Welcome, everyone from I'm Darley's stream. I hope you had a fantastic stream, I'm Darley. Thanks so much for the raid. Everybody say hi to YouTube. We are currently recording live for a YouTube video, and you bet this is making it in. Thanks for the raid, I'm Darley. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a great stream. By the way, everyone just showing up, you are being recorded. No way, there's no whoops involved. I am more than grateful. Everybody say hi. You'll be in the chat right above my head. So her skill 3, they're adding hiding for 2 turns. That's okay. That's not crazy. Looks like some changes to both her passives though, and her passives were already busted. So we have inflicts damage equal to 50% of attack to a bleeding target at the start of the turn. Increases the caster's attack by 10% for 2 turns when attacking a bleeding target. Stacks up to 5 times. Applies the status Demon Sword Bloody Petal to the caster upon killing an enemy to inflict 30% damage for 2 turns. And it turns into inflicts damage equal to 50% of attack to a target affected by damage over time at the start of the turn. Inflicts damage equal to 50% of attack to a bleeding target at the start of a turn. Inflicts damage equal to 50% of attack to anyone affected by any damage over time at the start of the turn. So that gets buffed. Increase the caster's attack by 15% for 2 turns upon attacking a bleeding target. 10% for 2 turns attacking a bleeding target, stacks up to 5 times, or 15% for 2 turns, stacking up to 4 times. Okay, still 10% higher ceiling, getting there 1 turn faster. Applies Demon Sword Bloody Petal to the caster upon killing an enemy to inflict 30% additional damage for 2 turns. Applies the status Demon Sword Bloody Petal to the caster upon killing an enemy to inflict 30% additional damage for 2 turns. So what they've added is basically she does bonus damage over from any, instead of just bleeding, goes to any DOTs, and she stacks her attack boost faster whenever she's attacking a bleeding target. Now, her 60 passive, 50% chance to apply Demon Sword Bloody Petal to the caster for 2 turns when attacking, revives with 50% HP and becomes a berserker for 3 turns upon death, guarantees counterattack, multi-strike, and decreases damage taken by 25% once the caster becomes a berserker. 70% chance to apply Demon Sword Bloody Petal to caster for 2 turns when attacking. Instant 20% buff on a huge buff she already has. That's pretty crazy. Revives with 50% HP and apply Shadow for 3 turns upon death. Shadow. Once per battle, Shadow guarantees counterattack and multi-strike and decreases damage taken by 25%. So she doesn't become Berserker. You don't lose control of her anymore. She becomes a Shadow instead. She gets Shadow for 3 turns instead of being a Berserker for 3 turns. And while she's Shadow, she's guaranteed to counter, multi, and decreases damage taken by 25%. So you don't lose control of her. That's just insane! Actually, insane buffs. Holy smokes. This animation is pretty sweet, too. I'm loving that. Alright, I think this was the last costume to take a look at. We're getting closer and closer to the end of these patch notes. We have Verdandi, Rebecca, Ruin, Electra, Raid Up, and Bonus Event. That I'm not super interested right now because I'm going to take a closer look at the banner and do some pulls in a bit, but we'll take a quick glance. Just want to get through the rest of these patch notes, basically. Bonus summon rewards, not too crazy. So I understand that you get a selector ticket for a Rue, Electra, or Rebecca, and then a guaranteed Verdandi at 10 summons, which is nice. So you don't just have to pick the guaranteed on the new character. They're now giving you 1 extra guaranteed if you manage to do those 10 summons. We have the Nikita Advent Dungeon Stamina Reduction. That's nice, obviously coming with the Advent Dungeon. We're just going to see it half off for its first time in the game. Event 7-day login, costume update commemoration. 7-day login event. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 crystals, a 4-star SSR ticket, and a 6-star SSR ticket. And I wonder who's choosable from those SSR tickets. Alright, we're getting 2 of them. New heroes will not appear in the 4 and 6-star SSR hero rewards, but what is considered a new hero? I'll have to take a look at that ticket and see what's actually available for it. And we have 7-day login, Knights Graham number 16. I'm not super interested in those. They're not in-game updates. Celebrating the costume update, fan art competition. Think of a costume design for your favorite hero. Make sure it shows the whole figure from head to toe. Image dimensions are 6 inches by 9 inches. There's no theme, so let your imagination run wild. Please, please don't do a school theme. Does every one of our costumes have to be a school theme? Fan art contest, in-game ID. What's the reward? First place gets 400 crystals. You're basically robbing people of art here, okay? That's not okay. You go out of your way to make a costume design for them? You're doing their job for them, and you're only going to give them 400 crystals? It's a virtual in-game currency that is free to you as a company. This should be a $100 crystal package at bare minimum. First place in an art contest? I won $50 in an art contest when I was like 8 years old. 400 crystals is worth nothing. That's just cheap. You should get the costume for free. You should get a $100 crystal package for getting first place. Share your strategy community event. Not interested. Server patch September 6th. This is just saying there was a patch. Okay, right. The patch was extended and stuff and cool.
All right, that was me taking a look at the in-game patch notes, the actual patch notes themselves. So I only know what the costumes do. I'm aware of badges. I have yet to jump into the shop and actually look at what it takes to get the costumes. I'm going to take a look at that and address it in an entirely separate video. If you made it this far, thanks for checking this out. Hopefully you were here live and got to be in the video, in the chat above my head, live on Twitch. And if you're ever wondering when I'm going live, make sure you check out my Facebook and my Twitter in the description down below. Facebook.com/MasKScarin, Twitter.com/MasKScarin. Easy to find me. I'm going to have my stream schedule posted on both those platforms. Right now it's 5 days a week, so get out to some of the streams. Come hang out. I'd love to meet you, talk to you, answer any questions you have. And of course, you also have my Discord where you can find me at discord.gg/MasTV. Always a quick reminder, you got BlueStacks in the top of the description down below. Download and play Knights Chronicle on your computer. Better graphics, faster processing power. Save that cell phone battery. Link at the top of the description. I'm going to download BlueStacks for you and prompt you to install Knights Chronicle. Saves you some time. Check it out. Thanks again for watching this video. Until next time, smash that subscribe button and stay classy.